Well, it's time to get cooking with Chef Nikita. She's here in our midday kitchen with a simple and healthy recipe that you can serve up for the big game day coming up. Good to see you.
You too as well.
All of your friends are watching.
Yeah.
So what would you tell your friends about cooking?
It's so easy. Everyone in college, they are usually afraid about it, but I mean, it's so easy if you take simple ingredients and kind of all just bring them together. It's super easy.
There you go. And you started cooking as a little girl because you wanted to be creative, and I love hearing that because that's what cooking is.
It really is. It's like a science behind it, but also it's just a fun way to kind of get inside to the kitchen and kind of put everything together.
There you go. All right, let's dive in. What are you making for us today?
We are making super easy Chipotle and spinach sliders. We're making it with turkey today.
Okay.
So we're just going to start with some ground turkey. You can use any type of meat as well. I just use turkey because it's a bit more leaner.
Lean, very lean, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to add a bit of chipotle peppers.
Let's talk about the chipotle peppers because you can go overboard on those. They really pack a punch.
Oh yeah.
So how much did you put in there?
I put in just about like 2 teaspoons or so. On the recipe online, I did ask for like half a tablespoon, but you can add as much or as little as you want.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add some cilantro, so we're kind of getting close to the southwestern style.
Yes.
And then add some spinach as well.
Okay, just some, it looks like maybe a half a cup.
Yes, yeah. And I just wilted that in the microwave.
And you're using fresh spinach. Could you also use the frozen?
Yeah, you can as well. And also you can add your favorite vegetables as well.
Okay.
Depending on what you like.
And that was breadcrumbs,
I said,
right?
yes, just a few breadcrumbs to bring everything together.
Okay.
And I'm also going to add an egg to bring everything together as well.
And that's what really, it's the bread and that egg that really binds that slider together.
Yeah.
Do you ever make your own breadcrumbs?
I do, depending on like what I have on hand.
Right.
Today I just brought a Italian style breadcrumb. It's just easier sometimes, but if you have it on hand, definitely use for the fresh breadcrumbs as well. And depending on how moist your turkey is, you might need to add a bit more breadcrumbs to kind of bind everything together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold that for you.
Thank
that's
you.
a lot of garlic that's going in.
I'm not going to add all of it. I love a garlic flavor. Do you like garlic as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in there. We'll live to
Should I add all the most of it? Okay.
To be right. If you do that.
I know. It's such a clean flavor, which is why I love it so much. And then I'm going to add some onions as well.
Now you didn't saute those onions, they're just fresh.
Yes, yeah, I minced them up so they're not as strong and potent.
Okay.
And you can also run them under the water to kind of bring down the flavor as well.
And then here come the
Just
spices.
some seasoning, and then salt and pepper, and then also cumin. This is a great seasoning that I use in my Indian cooking as well. It's such a popular ingredient.
Now you're using the cumin seed and not the
Yes.
ground cumin.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to really give it a punch.
Yeah, it definitely will, and especially with the smoky chipotle peppers as well.
Okay.
So I'm just going to mix that up, and then after this, you can put it into the fridge for about like 10-15 minutes to kind of make it a bit more cold, so it's easier to form as well.
Right.
And also the flavors all kind of mesh in together and create like a great flavor.
You could probably do it in the morning too and then come home at night and make the sliders. How many sliders will we get out of the recipe you've given us?
So depending on what size you want, you can make up to 4 big burgers or sliders as well. You can make about 8 from this mixture right here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and also a great tip to do, you can put these into the freezer, form them up into little patties. You can cook them and then put them in the freezer. So after school, if you're looking for a quick snack or a quick little dinner, you can do that as well. Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. So you've made your patty, you've got one cooking here on the skillet. How many minutes on each side?
About 4 to 5 minutes on each side. You'll know when the juices run clear.
And you've got a little oil in the pan because the turkey is kind of dry.
Right, yeah. And you'll notice from this recipe, it is so moist. Lots of people are usually afraid about using turkey because they dry out a bit, but this is
good one.
Yeah.
Awesome. And here is the finished product right here, and she's serving that with a beautiful little citrus kale salad with some sliced apples, which is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's great to have you here. And you can find this recipe, everyone, and lots of others online. Just go to facebook.com/Chef Nikita with an I, Nikita B, or go to tastyhealthydishes.blogspot.com. We are back in the kitchen with a lighter fare that you can enjoy for lunch or dinner, and Chef Nikita is back for a recipe that is sweet and crunchy, and it goes in a salad, and that's the criteria for me. It has to be a little sweet, a little crunchy.
A little vibrant as well with the flavors.
Right. What are you calling this?
So we are doing a great citrus and kale apple salad. So it's going to go great with the sliders that we made earlier, and just a great salad that you can make up really quickly as well.
I love that. Where did you get this recipe?
I just put together all my favorite ingredients together. I love apples, green apples specifically, and then a lemon vinaigrette. I love it with any type of salad.
Nice and fresh and clean.
Right, exactly.
So we're starting with kale, and we were talking about how now you can buy kale in packages that have the stems removed, which is really convenient.
Right, yeah.
If you don't like kale, is there a substitute that you can use?
Yeah, you can use lettuce as well, or any type of like cucumbers or bell peppers as well. It's just up to your preference,
But
really.
kale is so good for you, right? You were saying how beneficial it is.
Yeah, lots of fiber, and then no fat at all, of course, and then also lots of great vitamins as well.
Okay, and then what are you using for the dressing?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a super simple vinaigrette. We have some extra virgin olive oil. Gonna add some lemon and some orange juice as well. These are from our garden.
I love the idea of orange and lemon and citrus vinaigrette. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, so you have the sweet and the sour to all kind of bring everything together. Then we're gonna add some salt and pepper, and of course taste as you go. You might need a little bit more salt or pepper. So it's always just kind of good to kind of dip and go. So as you see, it's all emulsified. It all just came along really well.
Beautiful.
Then we're gonna add this in. As you can see, there's not much that we're gonna add into the kale. It's just a little bit just to kind of dress everything up.
Great salad.
Yeah.
Sometimes simpler is so much better.
Exactly, right.
And then you've got sliced apples,
So
green apples, and you didn't core or you didn't peel them.
No, I just left the skin on. It's a bit more fiber as well. And then to add a bit more crunch, we're going to add some nuts as well. On the recipe online, I added almonds, but I had cashews. I love cashews.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
we're going to add that as well.
Do you ever use the lemon zest as
do.
well as the lemon juice?
I do. I thought that the juice would be enough, along with the orange juice as well, so I decided not to put that in. But of course, you can add
Just adds a little bit of a difference
as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so this is something that you can have as a main meal salad or just a side like your sliders.
Yeah. You can eat a lot of this as well. I love eating salads just because it's really light, but it's also really filling as well. You can eat a lot and still be very satisfied at the end.
Especially kale, and it's something you can find fresh anytime. Thank you so much, Chef. It's good to see you. You can find this recipe and lots of others online. Just go to facebook.com/Chef Nikita B or go to tastyhealthydishes.blogspot.com.